I met him at a Halloween party, and he came in looking like
Boom.
Clark Kent, and I was like, whoa, okay,
Clark.
cute. And so, I made my way over,
Boom. Right.
introduced myself.
Yeah. You
And
was like, my name is Lois Lane.
Ew. I know for a fact. You knew you did
Right.
not have that wallet.
Right. Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
was like, oh, he's trying to play games. You think I'm that nice? Oh, I have a sweet
Wow.
face, sweetie. I am not sweet. I'm not that sweet.
Okay. So what? So you pay for your half, and then what happened?
I left. I don't know what happened.
Oh.
I have not seen him since. The number was blocked.
Thank you, Uber, because I'm about to Uber away.
I met him at the restaurant. I will never on a first date.
Okay.
I will meet you there.
You don't. Okay.
But
There we go.
point, if I am not vibing, my best friend knows to call my phone.
Okay. And be like, girl, you okay? How's it going?
Oh my God, my mom just had an accident. I'm so sorry. I will have to pick this up. The number gets blocked on my way to my car.
Yes. Got you. Now show me his face. Make the face that he had when you was getting up and leaving. Like make his face.
You like that? Yo, you cold hearted. You gonna do me like that? Yes. Nigga, I don't know you.
It's not cold hearted when you a stranger. When you
right.
Not cold hearted. What? We ain't walked up to each other.
Literally anybody. I don't owe you anything.
Right.
So I have no idea what happened to him. I don't know if he magically found his wallet.
Magically, it was in my car.
It was just in his car.
It fell out. It fell out of my pocket.
But he said, "You gonna do me like that?" For sure, I am. I'm gonna walk out this door too, looking good. Your loss.
Oh, sheesh.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I don't play games.
Because I think
records do not come at all.
Right. If I'm going on a date, I haven't been on a date in a long time, but I know.
Son of a gun. I love your wife. She's amazing.
Thank you.
I'd marry her myself.
Thank you. Okay. Matter of fact, it's not even when I'm going on a date, just anywhere that I'm going because I'm going to purchase food. I make sure I have it because I don't want to be embarrassed, right? I don't want to be out and then it's time to pay and I can't pay because I don't have my wallet. And I definitely do not want to experience that when I'm with a woman. It's just us. Like, it's, because when you around people, your best friend, somebody can come through and be like, I got you because remember I owed you food anyway. They can come save the day. But when it's just me and her, nobody is swooping in to be like, nah, I got it. Like, that is incredibly...
The punchline too? Like, people like, I'm just kidding, I got it.
Nah.
He waited till I had the waitress split the check. I paid my half and I walked out. He kept that facade. So I don't really know if he really had his wallet or not.
Yeah, he was committed.
I did not care. I saw red.
Right. He was like, ooh, nope.
I
even now, you can't put it into words. Like, and that happened a while ago.
To me, at the beginning of the day, or like before we even go out, I would think that a guy would, I don't mind going Dutch, which means I pay for you, pay for you. But I feel like that should be established before we go.
How does a guy tell you I want to go out, but I want to go Dutch? Like, what does he say? What does he need to say? How do you say that? Okay,
so I mean, I'm not a very like sensitive person, so if he could just be like, hey, do you want to pay for ourselves in this moment? And I'd be like, okay. But like, for me, it seemed as though he wanted me to pay for me and him, and that I thought was weird. But like, to me, like, if well, one, if you're having financial issues, why are you going on dates? You should probably be saving your
Right, you should. At least that's what I'm thinking.
right. But if you know, something happened, a bill came that you did not expect, and you just at the beginning of the date, because all women are taught when before you go on a date, you always have enough to pay for yourself.
Right. Okay.
So if she doesn't have enough to pay for herself, she also should not be going on the date.
Okay.
That's just my personal perspective. If you cannot at least afford to pay for yourself, you should not be going on the date.
Because you don't know what's gonna happen. You may be put in a situation where you have to at least pay for your food.
Right. So if he were to say that to me at the beginning, I would respect him more for bringing that up at the beginning. And then if I say that this was a little too expensive for me, I'd be like, okay, well, that's cool. Do you mind if we go somewhere else? So if you have to be understanding, like if you can't afford to pay for both of us and you want to be like, let's go Dutch, the plans can change and we have to be able to be adaptable for each other.
Right.
But that communication needs to happen at the beginning.
All right, that's true. Yeah, don't be springing up no wallet on nobody like, oh, damn. Wallets, they take wallets here? I didn't even... that's crazy.
My car, yeah, that's crazy. My dog ate this morning.
Because I even go to the next step of, let me check. I could know that there's money there and go, let me check my account just to make sure.
I always double check right before I drop the card. I'm like, ooh, let me just double check. I know that there's money in there, but let me just check. Who knows what hit during this conversation?
Right. Because I'm not at that point in my life where I don't need to check my phone.
On a budget.
I ain't there yet to be like, yeah, I can go. It don't matter. I don't need to look because I already know. If something hit, that means something else hit to put money in there. I'm not there yet.
Right. A residual income.
So I'm just always checking like, okay, you know, this is what I got. Cool. And then I'm out.
Right.
Like, have I gotten to work? I probably have gotten to work and been like, oh, I forgot my wallet. I've never gotten to go pay for something and been like, oh, I forgot my wallet. That's never happened to me.
No, me neither.
You said,
I've never experienced that. I don't know her. I just,
you don't know her?
No. I've never been in that predicament in my life. So I try to, see things from a different perspective. But in that, I like, you knew, like, you didn't even check before you walked the door. Like,
I get it. Yeah, you felt you trying to play me, bro. Like you trying to play.
And
if this was the third date, if this was like a date after the first one, then maybe I can give some sort of.
If we had built a connection, we were like on our way to like something happening. Then I'd be like, oh yeah, I got you, no big deal. But the first time meeting you,
the first time I meet you and you left your wallet,
like this was a whole scheme. Like I don't know how many girls you made it with on this thing that you've done. But
you probably don't have car insurance. You probably don't have insurance.
I didn't even think about
that. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh man,
that's what I'm thinking. Like if you forget your wallet, we're riding illegally. You ain't her liability.
Right, you a whole liability. Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. And then I had this guy who took me out in the middle of the day. He's like, "Oh, by the way, I got a girl."
Wait, what? What?
Like a child or a whole girlfriend? No, he had a whole wife.
What?
He had a whole wife.
Yeah. Wow.
I was sitting there like, how did this happen to me? How did I miss the sign?
I want to know the red. What? And then what? And then so you see, she said, "You got a daughter."
I literally was. You have a whole wife, and he
said, "What would he say?"
A whole wife. That's funny, nigga. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. You asked me out and got a whole wife.
And he was like, "What? She good with it? Like she's okay?"
No, he's like, she won't care.
Oh, okay.
what makes
And you look like, well, what about me? Do you think I would care? Did you want to ask me?
You thought that I'd be like, oh, okay. As long as she doesn't care.
How many? And I'm with you. I'm like, how many times have you done this? And then and it worked. Like, how many times?
I was in complete disbelief. And I was like, he was like, I asked him that actually. I was like, how many times have you like taken girls out? And he was like, this is the first time.
He's trying to know you.
He was like, you were
do
just
that on the phone.
like I couldn't pass it up. You could have tried a little harder. Or, gone home to your wife. Looked at her.
That's you. That's what you definitely should have tried on the phone first.
Right.
Been like, yo, is this gonna be a problem if we proceed? Is this like? I just want to know before.
We talked on the phone. Like I would just call him randomly. We would talk on the phone. It wasn't like he was like hiding nothing. So there was no red flag that I was like, this nigga is dating me and got a whole wife.
Yeah.
There was no sign. Like when on his Instagram, he looked like a bachelor. Cause I be checking the social media.
Right.
Checking all the social media. And if they got a private account, I made a Finsta. I'm trying to figure out your life before I go out with you.
Right.
And this guy, there was no sign of any wife or dog. Like a complete bachelor. And when he said that at the dining table, I was like, how did he expect me to react?
Like I wanted to see you the first. Like I want to see if I
can do this.
If it's possible, I'm sure it's possible with somebody.
You're just too beautiful to pass up. Take your eyeballs out.
Take your eyeballs out.
You don't have to look at me. You do not have to look at me.
Yo.
Do everything in your power to go look at your wife. But I'm sick of you wasting my time. I was talking to that dude for 2 months. 2 months. That I was like, where could I be?
I'm just too open. Like you gonna know pretty quickly if I have children. I mean, it's not like I just be posting them all the time. I don't know. It's just, I can't, I don't know.
Because you are a decent human being who loves your
family. I do. I'm just saying, like if I scroll through my Instagram right now, let me see if you will see a child anywhere. Not in my bio. Well, my mom. Okay, yeah, I didn't have to scroll that long. That's my mama and my kid, and my wife. Who? Yeah. Okay. So,
like,
you're right. I couldn't.
I can see your children.
I couldn't hide that. Yeah, they're right. Yeah.
Like I didn't have to go very far, which is why your wife is literally here on the wheel of fortune, right there. Like I don't have to wonder, is he in a relationship? He is shouting out his wife being the most supportive husband, got his kids here, which is why I always will ask for the social media. And when a guy says, I'm not big on social media, like, I'm more private.
So you don't trust a guy without social media?
Even though the weirdy, geeky guys at least have a profile. They at least have a profile. Even if you don't have Instagram or Twitter, you have Facebook.
You have Facebook.
You have at least one form of social media to keep up with either past friends or family.
Wow. I never thought somebody, it would be difficult. It would be unbelievable. Like you don't have no social media?
Like none? In
have you ever had social media?
Like, even if a guy, he could have like 3 photos, or he might have no photos and just follow people, but he has a profile somewhere.
Right. Would that be weird to? I don't even. I've never.
A little strange, because if
a little strange.
Because there was this one guy.
I like stories.
I met at a Halloween.
There was this one guy like that. No, I'll be like this. Like, tell me about him. Go.
I met him at a Halloween party, and he came in looking like Clark Kent, and I was like, "Whoa, okay." And so, I made my way over.
Boom, right?
Introduced myself.
Yeah, he was like, "My name is Lois Lane."
Ew. Oh my God!
Well, I'm a journalist. What you do?
I can be your Lois Lane if you want. Oh my God, that's embarrassing.
Okay, so you went over to him,
we started talking, and sometimes I'm like, I just met you, so I'm not like straight up gonna give you my number.
Right.
So I always be like, oh, you got Snapchat, you got Instagram, whatever. So he gave me his Instagram, and so we met up that way, and creeping on his Instagram, because I was just like, okay, if I'm gonna go out with this guy, like, let's make sure that I'm not popping up with no more guys with wives. So I started creeping on his Insta later that night, and the whole profile was guns. And I said, this man's gonna kill me. So I was like, maybe it's not the best. But like when you're having a conversation, he was like, yeah, I just moved from Minnesota. Like, I lived out in the outskirts. And I was
see, those are all flags.
I was like,
Minnesota?
It's like, some people like the great outdoors. He's like a country boy. But when I saw all them guns on his profile, I said, absolutely not. And that's why social media is important. Because if I had not seen that, I might not be here today.
Right. You might not have been on the podcast.
I might not have been on the podcast, gracing you with my presence.
Because she did not check that homie's Insta.
I did not check the social media. I did not check the Insta.
See all them guns.
Like, come on now.
Come on.
But
oh
I
my
will
God.
Ask for at least one social media platform.
Yeah.
At least like check to make sure that you're single, for sure. And you haven't talked about killing yourself or others.
Yeah. Ooh, sheesh. Golly.
Because most of those people who have done mass shootings have talked about it on some form of social media.
Especially one filled with guns.
Right.
He showed you what he got, y'all. He showed you. He showed you the weapon that he was going to use because it was posted. Right. He said it.
Exactly.
Well, okay. Well, listen. First of all, ma'am, thank you so much, for being a part, for jumping on and go. I know it was rough for you to pull up all of those, negative experiences.
Yes.
But listen, you helped us, so homie will know, if you invite a woman out, expect to pay, and don't forget your form of payment.
Exactly.
Like, don't, because here's the other thing. If I forgot my wallet, because it's 2020, I can still find a way to pay you so to cover my half, because I can still cash app you some money.
And
or Venmo or whatever.
Let the church
say it again. That's a church
Did not for no
again. I will be embarrassed. I will be like, yo, I forgot okay, I'm so sorry. And I do not want you to walk out of here without me not paying. So I'm either going to cash app you money. I don't like calling a homie. Bro, I'm embarrassed. I embarrassed myself in front of this young lady. Some kind of way, can you help me get her some funds to pay for this meal. Like, there's too many to
The
me.
amazing thing about nowadays, there's Apple Pay or Google Pay. You can use it on
Google.
You literally
Right.
just, boop, boop. Oh, it's
Bing,
paid.
bing.
It's
It's
paid.
paid for. And he was like, man, I left my checkbook at the house.
They have the audacity to be like, "Oh, you cold-hearted."
That is. He should. I hope he. I don't. Oh God. Guys, listen.
I hope
Pay
he's
attention.
happy. I hope he got a woman who can support him and help him through life.
I do too.
Not her.
I hope he's learned from that situation. I hope as you were leaving, he was sitting there going, either A, I shouldn't pull this on nobody else, or B, damn, I need to make sure I always have a form of payment with me. It's one of those two. Like some kind of growth because of the situation. Like, man, I feel real bad right now because I let Shorty walk up out of my life. All because I was unprepared. Like, I hope he felt it so then he can become a better person for the next woman.
You know, one day he's gonna see me on TV as a famous something, and he'd be like, "Damn, if I had just brought my wallet, I could have secured that bag." You know,
the one that got away.
The one that got away.
I was at one point in her presence eating, and we was talking. And now that I dropped the ball.
Dropped the ball completely.
Man. And then he gonna tell his homies, yo, we went on a date one time. And they were like, nigga, stop lying. No, you did. No, you didn't.
Oh man, if this has not taught men a lesson in any way, just from listening to this story, my stories of my tragic dating life. It is to always be prepared, to never forget your form of payment.
Have a form of payment, bro.
Just have one. Just have one. In general.
Yes. Preferably two. Preferably a physical form in like a card or cash, and then an electronic form.
The electronic form. And if you forget either one of those, at least
tell her
to say it at the beginning of the date.
Say something. Yeah. Check yourself.
Communication is key in a relationship.
Communication is key. Before you walk in the doors of the restaurant, just pat, like, boom, there it is.
Before you leave your house.
And then open the door for her. Yeah. Yes, that too. But I mean, you know, like he could have been so excited that I'm about to. Oh man, I'm finna go out with the most beautiful woman I have seen. And I'm excited to get there. But then, like, do a pat. Pat.
Because you don't come out married. It's either in the front two pockets or the back two. It's not that hard.
Yeah. So just just do one of, there it is. Boom.
Yeah.
Open the door. Go ahead, man.
My lesson number 2 for the men out there. Be single. When taking women out on dates. Be available.
Period. Yes. You know.
Emotional,
or at least give her the opportunity. Give her the opportunity to agree to be another party in the party that you already have.
Which brings us back to communication is key. We're coming full circle.
We are, like, boom. That's why it matters, because you need that at every point in a relationship.
Every point. Communication is key. But if you are not single,
right,
deal with your current relationship. And if you are not happy, have the respect for the other human being to just end it, and then move on.
Right.
But don't try to have your cake and eat it too, because you're wasting somebody else's time. And as we addressed earlier, time is a currency that you cannot exchange or return.
Yeah. You right about it. Listen.
That's on period.
Like, come on, we giving the game. That's what it is. That's what we're doing. I appreciate it, Tamesha. Thank you so much. This was fun.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for giving me some of your time. Have you?
You laugh
I'm
so
glad.
much, my throat's hurting.
Well, beautiful. Well, anytime you want to come back, because I'm always want to be like, tell me about this one, girl. What happened?
Oh, that's not
She
even
like,
the beginning of all my stories. You've heard quite a few of them. If you bring me and
listen.
Kim at the same time, wow, they're in for a treat.
See, look at y'all. I'm sure this will not be the last time you see Tamesha on the Women Talk Men podcast. This was dope. Thank you so much, darling. You much success to your dating life. Let's pray, Lord Jesus, for Tamesha. You know her heart, Lord. Give her the fortitude and the wisdom to be like, you know what, this one ain't it. Before she even leave the house, God, let her just be like, you know what, I think the Holy Spirit is speaking to me that I should not even walk out of my doors, and I'm not gonna waste my time. Like that's what I want. That's what I want, God, for her. That she would just feel it somewhere in her bones, in her clavicle, in her décolleté, somewhere she feels it. To be like, you know what? Something is telling me to not even open my front door.